We're seeing a lot of buzz around AI in Cyprus lately. To start us off, could you help us understand the current state of AI adoption among Cyprus businesses and what we actually mean when we talk about marketing AI automations?
It's a fascinating time for the Cyprus business landscape as we're seeing a significant shift. Just a couple of years ago, AI adoption was around 4 or 5%. Today, we're approaching 8%, and in larger enterprises, it's over 30%. But the word automation is key here. We aren't just talking about a static piece of software, we're talking about intelligent systems like chatbots that understand context, virtual assistants that manage scheduling, and predictive tools that analyze data to tell you what your customer might want next. For a country with over 125,000 registered businesses, most of which are SMEs, this represents a transition from manual and reactive to automated and proactive. It's about building resilience in a market that is digitizing faster than ever.
Many small and medium-sized business owners in Cyprus might feel that advanced AI is something reserved for large international corporations. Is this technology actually accessible and relevant for the typical Cyprus SME?
That is perhaps the most important misconception to clear up. Historically, sophisticated automation was only for global giants with massive R&D budgets, but the things has now changed. Because of the increase of accessible solutions, some starting as low as $20 a month, the entry price for high-end technology is extremely low. In Cyprus, SMEs are actually the ones who need this most. They often face a resource gap as they want to provide 24/7 service but can't afford a night shift of human agents. They want to compete with global e-commerce platforms but don't have a 50-person marketing team. AI automations act as a force multiplier, allowing a small boutique in Limassol or a professional service firm in Nicosia to punch well above its weight class.
You mentioned cost reductions and efficiency. Can we get specific about the business impact? What kind of ROI can a business realistically expect when they move toward marketing automation?
The numbers are quite compelling when you look at the strategic level. We're seeing operational cost reductions between 10 and 50%. More importantly, the return on investment is remarkably fast, often within 3 to 6 months. This happens because these automations tackle the efficiency drain of repetitive tasks. Think about the time spent on initial client qualification, booking appointments, or answering the same 50 questions about shipping or service hours. When you automate those, your human talent is freed up for high-value tasks, the creative strategy or the complex problem solving that actually closes deals. We've seen documented cases where processing efficiency jumps by 60%. It's not just about saving money, it's about recapturing time.
Cyprus is a major hub for tourism and professional services, which often means dealing with a very international clientele. How do these AI tools handle the multilingual and seasonal demands of the local economy?
This is a unique strength of the Cyprus market. We have a diverse multilingual population and a massive influx of international visitors. Traditionally, a business in Paphos or Ayia Napa would need a multilingual staff to handle Greek, English, Russian, and other languages effectively. AI automations using large language models handle this seamlessly. They can engage a guest in their native language, provide a recommendation, or even process a booking. For example, in the tourism sector, we see AI-driven analytics, forecasting, seasonal demand, and personalized chatbots delivering instant guest support. It solves the language barrier, which is critical for a service-oriented economy like ours.
As an expert, you must see the potential pitfalls. What are the primary risks businesses face, perhaps regarding privacy or brand reputation, and how should they be thinking about them?
Risk management is central to any professional implementation. In Cyprus, we operate under GDPR, so data privacy is the first hurdle. Any system analyzing consumer behavior must be transparent and secure. Then there's brand risk, the fear that an AI might say something wrong or sound too robotic. The framework I recommend is a hybrid model. You use the automation for the high-frequency, low-complexity interactions, but you always have a human in the loop for sensitive or complex issues. The goal isn't to replace the human touch, it's to protect it. By automating the routine, the human interactions that remain become much higher quality because the staff isn't burnt out by repetitive queries.
If a business leader is convinced and wants to move forward, where do they start? Is there a specific entry point that you find most successful for businesses just beginning their AI journey?
The biggest mistake is trying to do everything at once. I suggest starting with high-frequency pain points. Look at where your team spends the most repetitive time. Is it answering basic inquiries on social media? Is it qualifying leads from your website? Or is it generating content for different audience segments? Start there. Implement one targeted solution, like a multilingual chatbot for lead intake, and measure the results. Cyprus actually has a growing ecosystem of local providers and government-backed initiatives. Nearly €1 billion has been allocated toward digital transformation. There are grants and innovation hubs designed specifically to help SMEs bridge this gap. You don't have to build the technology, you just have to strategically integrate it.
To wrap things up, if you could leave our listeners with one final thought on the future of marketing in Cyprus, what would it be?
The most important takeaway is that AI is no longer the future. It's the present. Within the next 2 to 3 years, the gap between businesses that use these tools and those that don't will likely become unbridgeable. For Cyprus businesses, the opportunity is to leverage the current government support and the availability of localized tools to become early movers. Start small, focus on measurable ROI, and remember that this is a strategic lever for growth, not just a IT project. Proactive engagement today ensures you aren't just surviving the digital shift, but leading it.
Thank you for coming and for the insightful conversation we had.
Thank you.